live.
Are we live?
We're live.
Oh my God. Are you with me at home? If you're with me at home, type in the feed. Yes. Say yes.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Boys and girls, welcome to Tough Cookies 107, George.
107.
Are we cool? Are we fucked up? Are we not
So far,
fucked up?
It looks like we got.
Boys and girls,
Yeah.
if it's fucked up, type in the feed FU. And if it's not fucked up, type NFU. All I want tonight, after such a long break, is for us to put our virtual arms around each other. Give each other a beautiful Tough Cookie virtual hug. Lift each other up. Make each other feel good on this beautiful Friday night here in South Philly. But boys and girls, before I start, I want to know, where are you right now? And George is going to tell me.
Yeah.
Are you in Florida, New York, California, England, South America, Australia, Philly? Like, where are some people? Where's some people? When the people tell us,
Yeah.
let me know, where are you? But also, boys and girls, how are you feeling? Truthfully, are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling worried? Are you feeling crazy? Are you feeling sweaty? Like, what are you feeling? Bring it all into this virtual space that we created together just a few years ago, all together in this room. All of our energy created this show called Tough Cookies. Bring your energy into this room and let's get together and make some art together. Put your hands up! Little low cut Conan to start the show. Come on. I love you, babies. My friends and I, just a passing time. Cool, George? Doing all the macho things. Sliced and loaded chicken wings. But when I'm by myself, I turn into someone else. I pull down my pants, put on my heels and pants. Looking good. Sing it with me now. Shake little Tina, shake that little Tina. Love me. Put your hands up. Shake it, little Tina, shake that little Tina. Honey. Sing it with me now. I'm a modern dude. I don't eat modern food. But when it comes to bumping God, I'm Tina Turner, 69 on a Friday night. Let's go. Shake it, little Tina, shake that little Tina. Love me. I see you, babies. Do you see me? Shake it, little Tina, shake that little Tina. Hey, hey, come on. Give it to me now. I think I got my answer. Love you. Gonna be a red hot dancer like George. Everybody's going crazy. I'm gonna go full swing. Even though it's pretty weird. Even though I got a fucking beard. If I put on some tie, we frozen. I can shake my ass all night. Boys and girls, where are you, George? Where are some of these people that are watching this show?
That's a good question. I see Rehoboth Beach.
Rehoboth Beach,
Ohio.
Delaware, Ohio?
Yeah, not Delaware, Ohio.
Delaware?
Two separate things.
Yeah.
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan?
Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia. Hello, Australia. We love you. Where else? You'll keep me...
We got some altered states over here. We got San Francisco,
San Francisco, Connecticut. I love you all.
Bristol in the UK.
Bristol, UK. I love you. I love you all so much, and I want you to know I missed you. I've been thinking about you. Some of you I have seen in person at some of our Low Cut County shows and some of my solo concerts. And I want you to know, just because I took some time off to get back out there on the road doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. You've been on my mind. You've been in my heart. And I want you all to know that things are tough out there. I know that. People have been asking me, can you please do Tough Cookies? I asked Reed, I said, do you think we should do it? Because people are asking. And I just can't tell you how much it means to me that you all are inviting me into your homes, into your cars, into your living rooms, into your bubble baths, or wherever you are. I know times are tough out there in a lot of ways. We'll be talking about that on this show and on future shows. I know some of you are stressed. I know some of you have been through some difficult things over the last 6 months since we met. We're going to talk about it all. Boys and girls, I want to take you back to the late 1960s. And I'm going to do a song that many people know from a band from England called Deep Purple. Y'all know Deep Purple? Well, it's a song that was actually written by one of my favorite songwriters. His name was Joe South. His famous hit song was called Games People Play, but he wrote a little song that became a hit for a group from England called Deep Purple. I want to know if you all know the song. I think you will, and I want to hear you sing along with the song. Yeah. by the late, great Joe South, a man from Georgia. It was covered by a group from England called Deep Purple. Did they know the song, George?
Oh yes, they know the song.
Yeah.
They love the song.
Boys and girls, I want to play one of my favorite songs from the 1980s. This is written by one of the great rock and roll songwriters of that era. A woman that was born in Ohio, Akron, but put a band together in London, England. They had a whole bunch of hit songs in the late 70s. In the early days of MTV, they were flying high. And then after their first 2 albums, 2 out of the 4 members of the band suddenly passed away. And the lady from the band, she had to decide, is the band over or do we keep moving on? Do we find a new way forward? And out of that pain and confusion, she wrote this song. Found a picture of you. Oh, hijack my world at night. A place in the past we've been cast out of. Oh, so now I'm back in the fight. Back on the train, yeah. Oh, back on the chain gang. Are we cool, George? Circumstances beyond our control. Oh, the phone, the TV, and the news of the world. Oh, got into my house like some pigeons from hell. Threw sand in my eyes and descended like a fly. Back on the train, yeah. Oh, back on the chain gang. I love you, babies. Powers that be force us to live like we do. They bring me to my knees when I see what they've done to you. And I'll die as I stand here today, knowing that deep in my heart they'll fall to ruin one day for making us part. Sometimes life throws you curveballs. Sometimes it feels like the whole world is going in the wrong direction. Sometimes it feels like you can't get your head together, no way, any way you try. You look out at the world, everything looks dark. But you can't give up, you gotta get tuned in. You always gotta stay in the fight. So I'm back on the train, yeah. Whoa, back on the train, gang. Yes, Chrissy Hynde. God, she wrote some amazing songs, right, George?
It's true.
Oh my God, do we have some people watching on Facebook?
We do, yeah, absolutely.
We got people watching on YouTube. We got, what else we got? Anybody else?
Yeah, and there's a few people on Twitter.
A few people on Twitter and
what else we got?
Twitch.
Schmitz?
Meh.
Schmutz? Was it Schmutz?
You can reach all the different places that you can watch the show live on toughcookies.tv.
That's right.
And for those of you that would like to join us at the end of this broadcast, I'm going to do a very special limited edition Patreon members only broadcast after this, a little after party. I hope you will all consider joining us. Keep in the feed, keep telling us what's going on with you. What are you working on? What are you hoping for? What are you frustrated with? What do you miss? What do you love? I want to hear from you. I'm going to go through all those comments later because I want to know what's going on with all of you beautiful people out there. I just want to congratulate each and every one of you Mazel Tov motherfuckers for making it through not just another day, not just another week, not just another month, but you've been making it through years now that we've been talking through this. So many of you have had so many struggles, have been through so many things, and look at all the things you've been through. And I know there's challenges out there. I know that it's frustrating what's going on in our cities, in our country, in our world. But we can't lose touch with each other because it's only through working together and staying in the fight together and keep talking that talk together that we can fight to make sure that we leave a better world for our kids than when we showed up. Right, George?
That's right.
I want to do something right now off a Low Cut Connie album that's really dear and near to my heart. It's the Dirty Pictures Part 1 album. You know, if you go back in time to 2015 in Low Cut Connie history, I was still a teacher. I still had a day job. And it seemed like the band was probably going to fall apart. And I had a lot of reasons to break up the band. I had a lot of reasons to give up my music. I was already 35 years old. And I just didn't think it was ever going to reach a level that it would ever be a real career for me. And so I thought maybe I'll just do this thing in the summers and, you know, just like I used to do, play piano in bars and play Celine Dion songs for people, whatever makes them happy. And then I sat down one day, I start to play the piano, and I come up with this little song. It just came through me like a lightning bolt. It's like it was a message just delivered through me. And it's a song that I took as a message from the universe saying, you can't give up. You cannot give up. You got to repurpose yourself. You got to refocus yourself. You got to re-energize yourself. And it's a little song I'm going to do for you right now called Revolution Rock and Roll. Let me see some hands. Hands up! Yeah! I love you! I used to be a soldier. Now I'm getting old. It starts to feel so lazy. It starts to make me crazy. Come on, children, rip it up. Let the jerk-offs clean it up. Touch my body, touch my soul. Revolution, rock and roll. But I'm chasing down the dragon, falling off the wagon. Come on, hands. Come on, children, stick it up. Let the jerk-offs pick it up. Touch my body, touch my soul. Revolution, rock and roll. Preaching to the choir, jumping to the fire. And if I don't preserve it, then I don't deserve it. Come on, children, light it up. Let the jerk-offs eat it up. Touch my body, touch my soul. Revolution, rock and roll. And I can't explain, and I can't contain, and I can't be trusted, and I'm still disgusted. Goddamn. Come, children, lift it up. Let the jerk-offs do their stuff. Touch my body, touch my soul. Revolution, rock and roll. One more time, sing with me now. Come on, children, rip it up. Let the jerk-offs clean it up. Touch my body, touch my soul. Revolution, rock and roll. Yeah. Yes! Woo! Yes! Tough cookies. I love you so much. Are we good, George?
We're good. Oops, shit.
Woo! What happened?
I pressed the wrong button and a graphic popped up on the screen.
What was the graphic?
It was a Philly special graphic.
Ooh, we're not there yet.
We're
I
not
think,
there yet.
but you're
There's
inspiring me.
still
You
some.
make me want to do a Philly special. You know what? Why don't I do it now, George? Can I
There's
do a
no
Philly
rules.
special now, boys
There's
and
no
girls?
rules.
We are sitting here in South Philadelphia. We are schwitzing, right? Oh God, are you schwitzing at home? I'm already schwitz a dick. George, you schwitzing?
I'm good.
Woo! You look a little verschwitzed.
I'm schwitzed.
Camera girl, are you verschwitzed?
Nope.
Ugh.
Camera girl's chilly.
Yeah, she's chilly. What, you want me to make it hotter in here? I think I can make it hotter in here. A little more rock and roll to heat it up. I want to do something right now to talk about a pal of tough cookies that we lost yesterday. Boys and girls, we are here in Philadelphia, and the history of music in Philadelphia is extensive, but my favorite era of music in Philadelphia is the Philly Soul era. And the very, very first true Philly Soul group to break through nationally and internationally was a group called the Delphonics. Have you heard of the Delphonics, George?
Yeah.
I'm going to go grab the Delphonics record to do this Philly special. In 1969, a few guys from Philadelphia, from the Overbrook High School. Have you heard about this, George?
Yeah.
This high school produced so many incredible artists. Let me rattle this off real quick, and I'm not going to get to them all. Okay? You got the Delphonics, the Orlons, right? South Street, right? Dee Dee Sharp, Mashed Potato Time. You heard of Dee Dee Sharp? You're talking about the Dovells, right? The Dovells. You can't sit down. You can't sit down. We did that on the Little Steven show. Remember that?
Yeah.
Len Barry, who was a Jewish guy from Philadelphia, who changed his name to Len Barry, and he had a big hit that we did on Tough Cookies that goes, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's so elementary, right? Also, Wilt Chamberlain. Come on, are you with me? Merrill Reese. You know Merrill Reese?
Yeah.
The famous football broadcaster. I could go on and on. The most famous individual ever come out of Overbrook High School. Do you know who it is, George?
Who's that?
Will Smith.
There you go.
Will Smith. There's so many incredible people that came out of Overbrook High School and became stars. But the first Philly soul group that created that incredible falsetto sound, that lush falsetto and string sound that became associated with other groups like the Stylistics and Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, was the Delphonics. And George and Reed and I were working hard, so hard, to get our pal Poogie, William Hart, Poogie Hart, onto Tough Cookies, and we were working out all the dates and details, and unfortunately Poogie passed away yesterday. He had an incredible voice. He was an ambassador for Philly Soul. I have done Delphonics on Tough Cookies before. Me and Willie performed a song called La 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 means I love you. Do you know that song? Sing it with me now. La 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 means I love you. Many guys have come to you. Why are you laughing, camera girl? That's the song. That falsetto thing, that started right here in Philadelphia. We did that song on Tough Cookies, and you can go to the archive at Patreon and watch it. But I'm going to do a different song that I've never done before by the Delphonics to honor the late, great Poogie Hart, William Hart. I gave my heart and soul to you, girl. Ooh, didn't I do it, baby? Didn't I do it, baby? Gave you a love you never knew. Do you know the song? Ooh, didn't I do it, baby? Didn't I do it, baby? Get this thing through your head, I'll be no more. So many times and I've walked out your door. Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? You know it? Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? I thought that heart of yours was true, girl. Yeah. Hope you know it, baby. But this time I'm really leaving you, girl. I hope you know it, baby. Hope you know it, baby. 10 times or more, you know I walked out your door. Get this thing through your head, there'll be no more. Say it. Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? Didn't I blow your mind this time? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Little Philly Special by the Delphonics. The song was written by the late, great Poogie Hart, along with Tom Bell, who is one of the most incredible Philadelphia songwriters and producers of all time. Hopefully, George, we can get Tommy on the show to talk about all those amazing records he produced. Do we still have some people with us, though, George?
We do.
On episode 107, is everybody enjoying the show? I love y'all so much. I miss doing this. I'm schwitzing for you. I appreciate the support. You know what I thought we would do real quick? I want to go talk to Reed, my
okay,
manager,
yeah.
Reed, because I feel like an explanation, you know, is warranted for all the things that he has fucked up over the last 6 months. Right, George?
This is true.
It's unbelievable the amount of things he's fucked up, right? Like, first of all, Will. Where's Will? Right?
As well.
Will turned 59 years old, and he turned 59 years old, and he took his retirement. He's in South Florida. He always said he would give me till at least 60. Right, George? You remember
It's
hearing
true,
him
yeah,
say
yeah.
that. And Reed said he had it all worked out with Will, that he would, until he was 60 years old, he would do Tough Cookies. But he took his retirement. He's down there. He's playing bocce ball in South Florida. You could check him out. He's down there. He does this little thing called Booby Made a Kishka. He plays for all the old age homes. Right, George? It's a whole thing. He's going through a whole thing. I support him. He's 59. He's got his, he's in his golden years. And he decided to move to South Florida. So it's just me. And I feel like Reed needs an explanation as to how things have developed in such a, fragmented way. So let's go talk to Reed, who clearly fucked up. We'll be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, Reed, fuck.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Wait, what? What's happening?
What year is it?
It feels like 2020.
I don't even know anymore. All I know is, as per usual, you have fucked up.
I fucked up?
You fucked up.
I mean, I do fuck up a lot.
I have like a whole list, right, George? I've got not a day goes by. We don't even have time to go through the laundry list of Reed fucked up items because it's extensive. Okay?
Because you're probably right, I think we should do something else then.
What would that be?
I think we need to talk about how you fucked up.
I fucked up?
I
fucked up. You come on my show, my broadcast, in my house, in my town, on my night, to say to me that I fucked up. Let me hear you tell me and the whole world that's watching why perhaps I fucked up. Let me hear this. This is going to be good.
You've been doing these shows. You took a vacation. You were gone for a month. All right? Then you were on tour. The fact is, we haven't been doing enough tough cookies. And the people need tough cookies still. It doesn't matter what the state of the world is pandemic-wise. We need this. The fans need it. I need it. All right? You understand? So from here on out, hold up, the rest of the year, you're doing at least one tough cookies a month. And we're going to do more stuff, too. I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. You got that? You're going to stop fucking up.
If that's what you want me to do, if that's what the tough cookies want me to do, if that's what the people want me to do, then I will find a way. I will find a way, but I guess I got to go learn a whole bunch of new songs.
Yep.
And let's figure it out. I'm tired already just thinking about this shit. George, get in. You be me for a minute. I need a minute to clear my head.
All right.
George,
The
George.
people need it, Adam.
All right, but you fucked up. But you fucked up.
I'm always fucking up, but you fucked up. Hey,
What,
George.
all right, hi, how are you? There you
What are
are.
you supposed to be doing here?
I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm supposed to be Adam, so I should be asking you, what else is going on in the world here? What do we need to tell these people about?
Well, we got a lot of good stuff going on. So first off, there's always merch and donating. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Please, 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 it supports us. But also, the band is out on the road, playing in Martha's Vineyard, Atlantic City, Lollapalooza, Flowfest, the Minneapolis State Fair. We haven't announced it yet, but they're doing 2 nights in a row at the Raccoon Motel in Davenport, Iowa, which is going to be sweet. That'll be early August, so it's coming right up. But yeah, lots of shows, and I think there's a lot up the band's sleeve for next year, too, in terms of new music that I'm really excited about.
Me too. That sounds good. Well, I mean...
I've been hearing rumblings.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, I'm glad...
What are you doing? What are we going to do about Patreon, George? What are we going to give the people?
Put me on the spot, why don't you? Well, we got a couple of really cool things. First up, in a couple of days, we're going to be posting a new interview that Adam did with Martha Wainwright talking about her new book. Phenomenal conversation there. We are filming all sorts of new interview content that's going to be added each and every month going forward until at least through the end of the year, and we'll see where we're going from there. See if people still want to talk to Adam or whether it's been run out of town here. So
I think we need some meet and greets.
We definitely are going to be doing some meet and greets. We're definitely going to be doing these broadcasts now, as we said, which means that each of those will have some sort of cool thing special for Patreon, just like tonight's little after-party extended show that we're doing here. So we got all of that going on, and we have some... Go ahead.
Pour more wine.
Oh, pour more wine, please. And we have some really, really special stuff coming up. We're going to be going up to New York in a little while to do something. We can't talk about it yet, but you're really, really going to dig that. It's very cool.
I've seen the emails.
Yeah, you will see it in the email. So, and our Patreon pals will know before everybody else. So, thank you for your ongoing support. We're stoked to get back into throwing a bunch of stuff at you.
Don't forget about the archive.
Oh, yeah. Are you new to this? Is this your first time at the party? Or do you just need a refresher? You can go to the archives at toughcookies.tv as a Patreon pal and see 106, 7 plus a few hours worth of performances and dozens and dozens of interviews. I feel like I've got my real pitchman hat on now, but I people don't want to hear from me anymore. I can tell.
It's enough already.
We're gonna
You
get
both
back.
fucked up.
Cheers.
Back to the show.
Cheers.
Back to the show.
Oh, enough already. Enough already, George. It's enough yakking. It's enough. Thank you all, Tough Cookies, for tuning in after so much time away. Thank you for your support. For those of you that want to stick around in a few minutes after the end of this live broadcast, I'm going to do a little Patreon after party. I hope some of you will join us. Reed made allusion to the fact that there might be some new Low Cut Connie music. Yeah, there's going to be a new Low Cut Connie album next year. It's finished. George is finished. Not only that, there's a Low Cut Connie movie coming out next year too. You heard it here first. Some of you will be in that movie because we shot a couple amazing shows in New York City. Were any of you there? If so, you'll probably be in the film. More on that later. I want to do something off our new album. This is a new song. It's called Are You Gonna Run? When the chips are down, you lay it on the line. Are you gonna run? Are you gonna run from it, baby? If the words don't come, take a little time. Are you gonna run? Are you gonna run from it, baby? Oh my love, why won't you tell me how it's gonna go? Tell me now, why won't you say what I already know? Well, you move away when I start getting old. Are you gonna run? Are you gonna run from it, baby? Oh my love, why won't you tell me how it's gonna go? Tell me now, why won't you say what I already know? What you feel for me, let your feelings show. Are you gonna run? Are you gonna run from it, baby? If our time is done, pull away so slow. Are you gonna run? Are you gonna run from it? Run from it, baby. Are you gonna run? Are you gonna run? Run from it, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, boys and girls, I want to do something that we used to do on this show, and I want to do again. It's called Songs from 100 Years Ago. Ooh, yes, George, yes. Yes. Why do I do this thing on this show called Songs from 100 Years Ago? It's to remind people, that this unbelievable thing, the record business, the music industry, whatever you want to call it, the art of recorded music, has been going on for 100 years at this point. Right, George?
That's right.
We have 100 years of recorded music, and I like to go back 100 years to a time in the history of this world and of this country, when people wrote songs and recorded songs about what they were going through back then in the 1920s, poverty, racism, lynching, the stock market crash, the Depression, the Titanic. There were so many amazing songs from the 1920s about things that we continue to struggle with today. Racism, segregation, poverty, war, right? And so I like to remind people that some of these struggles have been going on since time immemorial. And we, as artists, listeners, collaborators, sentient beings, human beings, we need to stay in that conversation about these issues. So I'm going to do a song right now. I'm going to pick up my guitar and do a song by an artist named Skip James. Have you heard of Skip James, George?
Oh, yeah.
Skip James recorded this song that I'm going to perform for you almost about 95 years ago. The reason I'm doing this song for you today is because next week I will be heading to the Newport Folk Festival in Newport, Rhode Island. My friend Jake Brennan and his podcast Disgraceland, we will be broadcasting from Newport Folk Festival a tribute to Skip James. Now, Skip James is known to some people from Newport history because he performed at Newport Folk Festival in 1964 and 1966. He was at Newport the same year that Bob Dylan went electric. And he passed away shortly thereafter, and he is buried right here in Philadelphia, which is why I'm going to also call this a Philly special.
I can't do both at the moment.
You'll figure it out. I believe in you. This gentleman, Skip James, was one of the geniuses of early recorded music in the United States. He had a very strange, complicated life filled with racial oppression, violence, mental illness, physical illness, and an absolute total mistreatment by the entertainment industry. He wrote this song in the 1920s called Hard Time Killin' Floor Blues. A few years ago, this song was revived by the film Oh Brother, Where Art Thou by the Coen brothers. And they did not credit Skip James for the song, unfortunately. They said it was by Tommy Johnson, which is not true. This is called Hard Time Killin' Floor Blues. From door to door, can't find no heaven, I don't care where they go, no, anywhere they go. Hear me sing this old lonesome song, you won't hear me sing this thing too much more long. Oh, not too much more long. Hard times, people everywhere you go. Oh, that old depression make you dry long slow. Oh, make you dry long slow. You gotta save some money, cause you better be sure this depression we got's gonna last some more. Oh, hard time killing floor. People, let me hear you sing this a lonesome song. I don't wanna sing these blues, no way, no more long. Oh, let me drown on soul. Hey. From door to door, they can't find no heaven, they can't find no home. won't be saying this thing no more, not too long now. Oh, it's called a hard time killing floor, yeah, yeah. Skip James, hard time killing floor blues. George, can I do a couple more songs?
You can do whatever you want. I mean,
You're damn right I can do whatever the fuck I want.
we have about 10-ish more minutes before we have to call for a temporary pause before this after party.
I think I know what I want to do. I'm playing the guitar right now, and I want to do a little bit of low cut Connie. Somebody sent me a message the other day and said, "Can you please play this song?" Somebody let me know that they got a tattoo of the words of this song recently. And then somebody else recently, when I played a solo concert in Philadelphia, a young woman told me that she recently graduated high school and she used this song as her senior quote. Did I tell you that, George?
Oh, that's cool.
And she flew all the way from somewhere in America to tell me that. I thought that was just incredible. So for our first Tough Cookies in a long time, let me do this little thing right now just for you because I love you all so much. All excited just to paint the town, tear the whole thing down. Sing it with me now. Throw it on the fireplace, throw it on the fire. Me and Annie on our Persian rug, we don't need no drugs. Throw it on the fireplace, throw it on the fire. Living like bubbles, sucking on the thumbs. I'm only emphasizing, came into the world 100% girl, and I can feel it rising. Starts messing with my head again. She's trying to be my girlfriend. Come on. Throw it on the fireplace, throw it on the fire. Cheek to cheek, we're cheek to cheek. Got some little sticky shoes on, gonna mess it up till dawn. Throw it on the fireplace, throw it on the fire. Living like bugs, sucking on a thumbs. I'm only emphasizing, came into the world 100% girl, and I can feel it rising. Tough Cookies, I love you all so much. I love every motherfucker watching this thing right now. I don't care if you're in England, Australia, Florida, California, wherever you're at. I love you. And I know times are hard for so many people out there, but we gotta stick together. We gotta hold each other up and stay in the conversation. Don't drop out. Don't tune out. We gotta fight these fights together. You're talking about money, I'm talking about success, I'm talking about happiness. Of course I screwed that up, George. Throw it on the fireplace. It's a live show, right? Living like bugs, sucking on the thumbs. I'm only emphasizing, came into the world 100% girl, and I can feel it rising. Yeah. Saw a picture of you. Oh, hijack my world. this fight. Throw me back on the train, yeah. Oh, back on the chain gang. Yeah, all right. Can I do one more song, George?
You sure can.
Boys and girls, in just about 6-7 minutes, I'm going to be turning over the show to patreon.com/lowcutconnie. For all of our members, I'm going to keep doing this show. I've got a Bridge Too Far I'm going to try out for everybody on that broadcast. I've got a whole bunch of stuff planned, so I hope that you will join us over at Patreon. In the meantime, I want to celebrate the 80th birthday of one of the greatest songwriters ever. If Paul McCartney, who's written hundreds of amazing songs, if he'd only written one song, one melody, he would still be great to me. Do you know the song? She gives me all her love and tenderly. And if you saw my love, you would love her too. I love her. Incredible melody. A love like ours will never die as long as I have you near me. But all the stars that shine, dark as the sky, I know this love of mine will never die. Happy 80th birthday, Sir Paul McCartney. This song to me sounds like it could have been written 2,000 years ago. A love like ours will never die as long as I have you near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark as the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. Woo! God, what a song, George. I can't take it. I can't take it. Can I do another little piece of Paul for you before we say goodnight and move over to Patreon? George, you know I'm gonna fuck this up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I woke up, got out of bed, I grabbed a comb across my head. Looking up, I know it sounds late. and my hat. I made the bus in seconds flat. I went upstairs and I had a smoke. Somebody spoke and I went into a dream. Hush, hush, thought I heard a call my name. Now hush, hush, broke my heart, but I love it just the same now. Right, sing with me. Hush, hush, thought I heard a call my name. Now hush, hush, thought I love it just the same now. Hush, hush, thought I heard a call my name. Now hush, hush, broke my heart, but I love it just the same now. Early in the morning, late in the evening. Early in the morning, late in the midnight. La 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 la. Top cookies, I love you all so much. Keep punching. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. Patreon people, I'll see you in about 3 minutes.